Assembly of the Interparliamentary Union. Joining me is a very special guest. I have with me Margareta Kiener Nellen. She is a council member for the Parliamentarians for Nuclear Non-Proliferation and Disarmament, which is an NGO. Thank you, Margareta, for joining me and speaking to me on NewsX World.
Well, thank you for your invitation. I'm happy to take your questions.
Of course, talking about the Interparliamentary Union, the assembly that is happening this year, what has been the focus area for your group?
So I represent here in Geneva at this assembly, as you mentioned, the PNND. This is a worldwide organization of members of parliaments and former members of parliaments, also of mayors, who are striving and fighting, engaging ourselves for nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation of nuclear arms. So in other words, we have a very specific topic, a very specific scope, and this is also what I spoke about this morning in the general debate.
Non-proliferation has been a controversial issue. There have been countries who have not signed this treaty. Of course, we also look at the nuclear threat, whether we talk about the Ukraine-Russia war, or there was a military operation that was conducted by India against Pakistan after the terror attack that took place in India. And there have been time and again nuclear threats that have been issued by countries. How do you think the world is a safer place in wake of these developments that have taken place?
Well, many points in your question. If I try to give a precise answer, I think that the only possibility for a safe and free future for the next generations will be the disarmament of any type of arms, even of small firearms, because they end up in domestic violence too often, but specifically, of course, of the nuclear arms, because with this potential of nuclear arms, which we presently have by about 9 states, which are holding them, this could cause the greatest humanitarian catastrophe for humanity and for our planet. And therefore, also when it comes to interstate struggles or problems, like the one you mentioned, which I'm not so familiar with, but our organization, PNND, we recommend states, parties, parliaments to engage in a campaign under the title Law, Not War. We have defined this campaign only about 2-3 years ago. You'll find it on our website, which is under pnnd.org. There we give examples of many countries, many parts of the world, different continents, where states have resorted to jurisdictions or mitigation to help to settle peacefully a controversial issue, especially always in this world, always boundaries, state boundaries, also of big countries, as you know better than me, also from time to time create problems.
Absolutely. And finally, before I let you go, I do want to know from you your experience being part of the IPO for several years now.
Thank you for the question. I will gladly answer. I joined the IPU delegation of the Swiss Federal Assembly in 2011. I chaired it from 2015 to 2017, and I kept a member of IPU until 2019, when my parliamentary mandate came to its end due to limit of terms. I'm in Switzerland, I'm a member of the Socialist Party, and I was elected into national parliament of the canton of Bern, where the capital is, on a ballot of socialist women, and the maximum of our terms in a mandate is 4 times 4 years, so 16 years. I was happy and lucky to work as a Swiss MP for the Socialist Party of the canton of Bern. In IPU, I was able to be member of the Committee on Human Rights for Parliamentarians for 5 years. It was very interesting for me because I'm an attorney at law myself. I'm a human rights lawyer also now with a law office in Bern. And I was also able to represent the geopolitical group 12 Plus in IPU on the executive committee for a number of years until I left National Parliament and IPU at the end of 2019. So I have quite a long
association
story.
Yes.
My story with IPU was a very, very successful one. And I'm personally, maybe I can close on this, I am personally so happy about the existence of IPU because I find that over the years now that I have got to know IPU, the themes it works on, gender equality, on youth, on women representation, many topics. It is a very substantial and very structural work for the improvement of the world and of our parliaments, which this IPU does. So I'm very thankful for IPU to keep doing this great job to keep the world together.
Absolutely. And I'm very thankful to you for speaking to me. And Margareta, all the very best for all these noble endeavors that you and your NGO are taking forward.
Thank you very much for the interview. I wish you, your channel, and India all the best for the future.
Thank you. Hello, you're watching Focal Length. I'm